We need some petrol. Fuel light is flashing, so I'll pop in and get some juice. We are on our way to our local dealer, which is CJ Bores of Norwich, to get some chain lube. I like to keep the chain well lubricated, as everything else. So we're on our way down to Norwich, pick up this chain lube, but in the meantime we've got to pick up some fuel first, because the old light is flashing, showing that we're running on fumes. So catch us in a minute or two. We are lucky we don't have to go too far, as we have a Tesco's in the town with the garage, so it's very handy to say the least. I only put E5 in, only the best for the old girl. She deserves that. It's doing really well. She took 14 litres, almost £20 worth. I don't know. Not cheap, but a lot cheaper to run than a lot of other bikes I could name. By the looks of it is. So, litres. These are some of my thoughts on the motorcycle industry as it stands at the moment. And as we can see right across the sector, everybody's changing to smaller capacity motorcycles, whether it be sports bikes, adventure bikes, touring bikes or whatever. Generally the capacity is going down, so it makes the bikes more affordable in general. It makes them easier to maintain, and of course it suits old farts like myself of a certain age that enjoy the likes of the GB, because it gives that sense of a relaxed riding experience, and a bike that's easy to look after. And I think that again goes right across the whole sector, whether you're new to bikes or not. People coming into biking can afford something that's a little bit lower capacity, but of course engines now are producing far more power than they used to years ago, so you're still getting a good bang for your buck, as they say. So yeah, this is going to keep on changing as we go along, and of course we now have a new interloper into the sector with the BSA so-called Bantam, which actually is quite a good spec. Have a look, you'll be quite surprised. So we're on our way to our local dealership to get some chain lube. I like to keep the chain well lubricated and keep the wear at the minimum. So we're popping down to the dealership, pick up a tin of chain lube and have a nose around while we're down there. So see us down there in a few minutes. Right, got it out there, eyes are down. So while we're down at CJ Balls in Norwich, I take the opportunity to have a look at one of these bikes that I'm talking about, and that's the Honda NX 500, small capacity venture bike, and it actually fits me quite nicely. I'm surprised. I can put my feet flat on the ground, and it has a very comfortable riding position, and with the new forks that are on, well, the new suspension generally that are on the bike, to make for a very comfortable ride. So people tell me, or so people I've spoken to, and write-ups that I've seen. So am I tempted to get a test ride? Well, actually, to be truthful, I am, just to see how it goes. But I'm also tempted to get a test ride on the new Royal Enfield Himalayan 450, because again it has a very similar sort of suspension setup, and it's a comfortable seat. I've sat on one and I'm surprised it really is quite comfortable. But it's horses for courses, we'll have to see how things go. But yep, the way the industry, as I say, is moving at the moment, certainly into the small capacity biking area, yeah, watch this space and we'll see how things develop. So I've picked up my chain lube, and we're now having a look at the NX 500. It's yeah, it looks it looks as though it'd make a comfortable touring machine. Not something that's going to rip your arms off, but something that's quite capable. For me, quite expensive. But having said that, there's something going on in the trade at the moment, because if you used to buy one of these new, you get up to £1,200 worth of extras. That's right, £1,200 worth of extras, which is not to be sneezed at. And funnily enough, other dealers are doing similar sort of deals. If you look at Moonrakers and speak to Paul there, they're doing a similar sort of thing on some of their machines, where they're offering I don't know, I think it's about £800 worth of extras on new machine, or they will take that off of the list price, which is pretty good deal. So you know, you need to look around, if you're in the market, that is. There are deals to be had out there, and there's some nice machines about. I just wish that I wasn't the old fart that I am, that I would certainly be jumping in and taking advantage of some of these deals. But as it is, things are what they are, and I'm carrying on with my GB. But it is worth going down and having a look at the dealerships in your area, Certainly up here in Norfolk, there's some good deals going down at the moment. So I take my chain lube, say my goodbyes, and make my way to get back. So that was an interesting stop off and chat there, and as I say, it's well worth having a look at your local dealership and seeing what deals are going on. But I think there's something happening in the trade for the dealers to be doing these deals now, giving you these options. I don't know whether the business has dropped off a little bit and they're doing everything they can to pick up trade, but yeah, there's some good sounds like some good bargains to be had there. Okay, see you all next time. Please give a thumbs up and subscribe if you wish, and I'll see you next time. Cheers for now. Bye.